Today on the Ask BP podcast, we're going to talk about the time I considered quitting real estate investing. Stay tuned.
You're listening to another BiggerPockets Ask BP podcast, where you'll hear short, direct answers to your biggest real estate questions. Submit your question today on Facebook, Twitter, or the BiggerPockets forums by using hashtag AskBP. And don't forget to pick up your copy of the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Investing and other great content when you sign up for your free account at BiggerPockets.com. With that, let's get to the show.
You're listening to the Ask BP podcast, and today's question comes from Morgan in Baltimore, Maryland, who asks, was there ever a time you considered quitting real estate investing, and why? Yes, there was a time I considered quitting real estate investing. About 4 houses into my real estate investing career. We bought a house on a lake in Wisconsin, and we got 3 bids, like everybody suggests you do. We chose the lowest bid, which is not always the best practice, and the guys came to work. They hit the ground running the first week out. They ripped off the roof. They started building the sides. We were going to take a single-level house and add a second story. We added 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And then the problem started happening. We got the walls up. We got the trusses up. The whole house did not get plywooded, and they threw a tarp over the whole house and left for the weekend. The winds came and shredded the tarp. The 100-year rain came and flooded the house. There was water coming in. Every inch of the house was completely covered, and all I could do was keep my 4-month-old baby dry. They came in on Monday. They mopped everything up. They got everything all fixed up. They put the plywood around the house. They went home. The rains came again. We had another 100-year flood. We had 2 100-year floods in a week and a half or so. And the water came rushing down the driveway, into the garage, into the basement, flooding the basement. And again, all I could do was keep my 4-month-old baby dry. They did poor quality work. They took multiple days off. They pretty much did everything wrong they could do. They stole from us. They didn't steal anything really big, but I knew they stole things from me, and that just erases all confidence in the company. At the end of the project, they went away. We had to rehire the back wall of the house. We had to get that all repaired and fixed. They didn't wrap the windows. They didn't put spray foam around the windows or doors or anything, so air came in freely into the house. And that's never a good thing, especially when you back up to a lake. It's very big, and there's nothing to block the wind. It just comes right into the house. We couldn't even keep up. The furnace couldn't keep up sometimes. The bright spot of this whole thing is that when we went to sell it, we made about $100,000 on the sale of the house. So it ended on a good note, but it was a very difficult process throughout the whole time. We did jump right into our next house, however, and we are in the middle of that live and flip right now, hopefully finishing it up by the end of the year. So yeah, I did consider quitting, and I'm really glad I didn't. That brings us to today's success quote, which comes from Henry Rollins, who is my personal favorite, and he says, "Strength is the product of struggle. You must do what others don't to achieve what others won't." Remember, in pursuit of your goals, don't just learn, but take action. For the Ask BP podcast, this is Mindy Jensen, signing off.
You've just heard another episode of the BiggerPockets Ask BP podcast. Submit your question today on Facebook, Twitter, or the BiggerPockets forum by using hashtag AskBP. And for more incredible real estate investing tools and education, including a free download of our book, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Investing, head over to BiggerPockets.com and sign up for your free account today. We'll see you on the next show.